Hey everybody, this video is going to be just another fun video. I've decided to try to pick my top 10 favorite picture books of all time. And just like the other video that I tried with the middle grade, if you ask me tomorrow, it might be a very completely different list, different order. I don't know. But it was really hard to decide what my favorites were. I actually have 4 honorable mentions. I'll show you really quickly. Fly by Mark Teague. This is a beautiful wordless book. It's super cute and actually kind of funny. I like it. Fly. I have a lot of wordless books and they're really cool. So if you ever want to see one of my wordless books, let me know. Also, another one of my honorable mentions is The Day the Crayons Quit, which everyone likes. This is by Drew Daywalt. But yes, everyone knows this. Awesome book. This one hardly ever gets checked out, and there's just something about this one, called A House That Once Was by Julie Fogliano. She's written quite a few books. This one was really cool, and I can't tell you exactly why I love it so much. There's just something about this one, just kind of cool. So, and my last honorable mention is it's not Hansel and Gretel. I read this with some help a few years ago. I love this series. There are several books. Like the other one in the series is called It's Not Jack and the Beanstalk. There's another one too. I can't think the name of it. But these are really fun books. They're hilarious. I laugh at those. Okay, so now officially my top 10. Number 10 is called The Boy and the Airplane by Mark Pett. This one is another one that's a wordless book. It's just a super cool story. Please check it out sometime. The next one, number 9, is an oldie but a goodie. It's one that I grew up with. My mom read to me. I read to my kids. I have the whole thing memorized because I read it to my kids so many times I don't even need to look at the words. And this one is called Where the Wild Things Are, by Maurice Sendak. It's an old book, and they made it into a movie, and it actually won the Caldecott Medal back in the day. I couldn't tell you what year it was written. I forget. The movie I was really disappointed in. It was really slow and really boring, but the book is amazing. I love Where the Wild Things Are. All right, number 8 is Memoirs of a Tortoise. Everyone should know this series as well. There's Memoirs of an Elf, Memoirs of a Parrot, Memoirs of a Hamster. This is the newest one in the series, and I believe it's my favorite one. So if you haven't read this, make sure you read it. Memoirs of a Tortoise. And this is by Devin Cillian. I hope he continues with this series because this is awesome. Next is a book called Blue by Laura Vaccaro Seeger. This one, simple book. There's like 2 words to a page. But it makes you tear up. It's an awesome story. It takes you not even a minute to read because it's so short, but it'll get you. All right, what number am I on? Number 6 is This Is Not My Hat by John Klassen. John Klassen is one of my favorite author illustrators ever. Yeah, simple illustrations, great stories. He's got a lot of twists to his stories. You don't see it coming, and it just makes you go, oh my gosh, did that really just happen? I love it. This Is Not My Hat. All right, number 5 is Drawn Together. This is by Min Lee and illustrated by Dan Santat. A super cool story about a boy and his grandfather who speak different languages, but art and illustration bring them together. They can understand each other through art and illustration, so it's just a really cool story. And Dan Santat is one of my favorite illustrators ever, if not my favorite. All right, number 4, everyone loves this one. This is called The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors. I don't have to say much about this because everybody knows this, everybody loves this. Makes me laugh. Love this story. All right, number 3 on the list is another one that everyone loves. I recorded this one as a read aloud, and it's my most watched video. We Don't Eat Our Classmates by Ryan T. Higgins. Ryan T. Higgins is another one that I love his illustrations. So everyone loves Penelope Rex. She's awesome. All right, number 2. This is another one that gets me every time I read it. This is Our Tree Named Steve. I love this. I had a tree when I was a kid that we always used to climb. Lots of memories from that tree. And this book reminds me of the tree that I used to climb in when I was a kid. Great story. If you haven't read this, check it out. And my favorite book, number one, was actually really easy because this has been my favorite book ever since it came out. And it is a Dan Santap book, and it is After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. So this story is all about perseverance and not letting things scare you to the point you don't want to do it again. So please check out these books. They're awesome. Like I said, if you were to ask me my top 10 favorite books tomorrow, the list may be different, but this is number one.